Joe Biden accused of trying to start World War III before Donald Trump takes office following controversial move. As the political climate in the United States remains tense, current President Joe Biden is facing harsh criticism for recent decisions that some claim could escalate global tensions to a dangerous level. Critics, including prominent supporters of former President Donald Trump, have accused Biden of trying to start World War III just as Trump prepares to potentially re-enter the political scene and reclaim the presidency. The accusations stem from a series of controversial moves by the Biden administration on the international stage. These actions, which critics argue risk provoking hostile responses from rival nations, have intensified debates over Biden's foreign policy strategy. Key decisions, including bolstered military aid to contentious regions, increased sanctions on adversarial nations, and public comments targeting certain foreign leaders, have been labeled by opponents as reckless and unnecessarily aggressive. Rising global tensions, one of the primary triggers for the backlash has been Biden's commitment to sending significant military aid to nations involved in prolonged conflicts. While the administration defends these actions as necessary for supporting allies and upholding democracy, detractors warn that such moves could be seen as provocations by nations like Russia and China. With geopolitical flashpoints already simmering in Eastern Europe, East Asia, and the Middle East, some fear Biden's policies are fanning the flames rather than easing tensions. Further fueling these accusations are Biden's strong rhetoric against global adversaries, which some argue could exacerbate diplomatic standoffs. Critics claim that his approach contrasts sharply with the more measured or transactional strategies employed during Trump's presidency, which were aimed at de-escalation and keeping America out of endless wars. Trump's supporters often point to his administration's record of avoiding new military conflicts as evidence of a more pragmatic and peace-oriented approach. Trump's supporters' perspective, Donald Trump and his allies have not been silent on this issue. In public appearances and on social media, Trump has accused Biden of incompetence and playing with fire in a fragile global environment. "We need strong, smart leadership to bring peace, not chaos," Trump recently remarked during a rally, criticizing what he described as Biden's desperate and dangerous attempts to assert dominance on the world stage. Trump's supporters have taken these sentiments further, suggesting that Biden's alleged mishandling of international relations is a calculated move to create global instability before Trump could return to office. This narrative has gained traction among Trump's base, many of whom believe Biden's policies are an attempt to undermine Trump's legacy and political aspirations. Administration's defense: in response, the Biden administration has pushed back against these claims, asserting that their foreign policy decisions are based on a commitment to defending democratic values and deterring authoritarian aggression. Officials argue that stepping back from international responsibilities would embolden adversaries and leave America and its allies vulnerable. The administration has also highlighted successes in strengthening international coalitions and securing key agreements on climate change, technology, and defense. While Biden's defenders view his actions as a necessary counter to growing threats, the sharp division in public opinion underscores the broader polarization in American politics. As Trump continues to position himself as a likely frontrunner for the Republican nomination in the next presidential election, the clash between these two leaders' contrasting worldviews is likely. What lies ahead? As Biden faces mounting pressure both domestically and internationally, the question of whether his actions are justified or reckless remains a matter of intense debate. Meanwhile, Trump and his supporters are seizing the opportunity to frame Biden's foreign policy as a failure, potentially setting the stage for a heated battle over America's role in the world. The world watches closely as these dynamics unfold, with many hoping for a resolution that avoids the catastrophic implications of global conflict. Whether Biden's strategy will stabilize the international order or lead to greater instability remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher.